Yep, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Iden School. We are at the frequencies and energy lessons. So let's get into it. So, energy is everything. Welcome to a new dimension of understanding. In this reality, everything is made of energy. You, me, this screen, all vibrating at specific frequencies. When we stop seeing the world as a collection of solid objects and start seeing it as a symphony of frequencies, everything changes. The ancients knew this. Tesla knew this. The real question is, why don't we know this today? Let's begin the uncovering. So, before we dive into the mysteries of Tesla and ancient empires, let's understand what a frequency really is. A frequency is simply how many waves occur every second. These waves are measured in hertz or, Hz. 1 hertz means 1 wave per second. So, if you see, for example, 528 hertz, that means 528 waves happen every single second. That specific frequency, 528 Hz, is often referred to as the love frequency, known for its healing and harmonizing effects. Your brain emits frequencies. Your heart does. Your voice too. In fact, every cell in your body is vibrating right now, which raises a question. What happens when we learn to tune into better frequencies? So, let's talk about Nikola Tesla, a name you may have heard, but probably not the full story. Tesla once worked with Thomas Edison. Yes, the guy credited with inventing the light bulb. But Tesla had a different vision. While Edison focused on making money from electricity, Tesla wanted to make energy free for all humanity. He discovered something no one else dared to, that the entire universe is full of free, usable energy just waiting to be tapped. Through what he called frequency resonance, Tesla demonstrated how to send energy wirelessly across space. He filed over 300 patents, invented the Tesla coil, and dreamed of a world powered by the ether, with no cables, no power companies, no bills. He said, and I quote, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." And so we shall. So let's keep going. Now, here's the part they don't teach you in school. Tesla's discoveries were too good. Free energy? That's bad for business. Enter JP Morgan, the banker who originally founded Tesla. Once Morgan realized Tesla's inventions couldn't be monetized, he pulled the plug. He said, if I can put a meter on it, I won't invest. Tesla's founding disappeared. His lab was mysteriously burned down. His patents were stolen. He was publicly humiliated and called insane. Meanwhile, Edison's more profitable, less efficient electricity model was promoted. Tesla died alone in a New York hotel room, but not without planting seeds that were now uncovering. They didn't kill the truth, they buried it. And now we are digging it back up. What if I told you Tesla wasn't the first to discover frequency based energy? The ancient Egyptians knew it too. Below the pyramids, they built water channels like underground rivers. Water, constantly flowing, created natural electromagnetic currents. On top of the pyramids, gold capstones, perfect conductors. The entire pyramid acted like a giant energy amplifier. These weren't tombs, they were power stations. Tesla somehow understood this. He tapped into the same ancient source, the ether, the hidden field of energy all around us. This is the ether, my friends. Think of it like ancient Wi Fi, not for internet, but for pure power. Why don't we learn this in history class? Because if people knew energy was always free, the system would collapse. Let's talk about a name you probably never heard in school: Tartaria. Tartaria was a massive empire that existed across Russia, parts of China, and even Europe. The architecture they left behind, breathtaking. Domes, towers, spires, not just for beauty, but for conducting and channeling atmospheric electricity. These buildings weren't just decorative, they were energy collectors. Think about it. Before fossil fuels, before power grids, they were already using free energy. But then, in the 1800, 1900, something strange happened. A global historical reset. Wars, fires, natural disasters, fake disasters, their history, their technology, their memory, all of it erased. All we're left with are the buildings, and even those are being torn down. Think about the word history. It literally spells his story, the version of events written by the victors. Every 200, 400 years, the world undergoes what many call a reset. Ancient empires are wiped off the map, timelines are rewritten, the past is edited. In our modern history books, there's barely a trace of Tartaria, Atlantis, or other advanced societies. But the evidence remains in architecture, symbols, forgotten tech. Truth is a funny way of surviving, even when they try to bury it. So, let's bring this back to you. Your body is not just flesh and blood. Your heart emits the strongest electromagnetic field of any organ. Your brain vibrates in wave states: alpha when relaxed, beta when alert, theta when dreaming. You are literally a frequency transmitter. That's why when you walk into a room, people can feel your vibe. That's not just the same. It's real. You're always broadcasting and you're always attracting. So, the better your internal frequency, the better your external reality becomes. Not all frequencies are the same. Emotions are frequencies. Fear vibrates low, around 50 Hz. Love vibrates higher, around 528 Hz. Gratitude is even higher. That's why they say, choose love. It's not poetic, it's physics. What you eat, what you listen to, what you watch, even what you think, it's all frequency input, especially what you think. This is why it's very recommended every day in the morning, take 2 or 3 minutes, grab a pen and a note, just write a gratitude stuff. Gratitude, thanks for this, thanks for this, thanks for this. It raises your frequency. So you get to choose what station you are tuned into. Raise your raise your frequency. It's important. It's damn important. And you raise your life. Now that you understand the power of frequencies, you must also understand how they are used against us. Technologies like 5G, Wi Fi overload, and even addictive algorithms are designed to keep you in a low vibrational state. Why? Because low vibe people are easier to control. There are even military tools that use sound waves to disperse crowds.